Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Engine Builder Show. Our topic for today will be the three important things to remember when creating your next offer. If you like the sound of that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody.
There was always a ton to learn. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I am always grateful to be able to have this time together. And just right now, before we get into the show, just want to say something quick that just my heart goes out to everybody in the Ukraine and everything that's going on there. That's a really unfortunate situation and a lot going on there. I'm grateful that the world is rallying around them and giving them the support that they need, and I'm just hoping everything goes well there. So for anyone that's there, again, just my heart goes out to you, and anybody that has friends and family and folks that live or work there. I hope that situation improves. I think that as we look at marketing, there's always a lot that we can learn from real life, and from the things that go on around us. And one of my all-time favorite books that I read years ago and still reference a lot that I read and learned from that is by Viktor Frankl, and it's called Man's Search for Meaning. And he talks a lot about how his experience in the concentration camps, and how he was able to process through that and learn a ton about happiness and his own well-being. And he actually went on to become a world-renowned psychologist and philosopher. And there's a quote that's on my wall here that I look at every day that says, "Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose." And sometimes as we look at what we're doing in business and what we're focused on, sometimes we can get lost in the details. And what we're going to talk about today is three things that are important to remember when you're creating your next offer. But even if we zoom out from that even more, in order to create an effective offer, I believe that we truly have to be invested in the well-being of our audience. We truly have to have meaning and purpose behind what we're doing, because if you just focus only on what's going to make the next dollar, what's going to make you more money, then you're going to lose the connection with all of humanity, with all of mankind around you. And there's no point. It doesn't matter how much money you make or what you do, that's quote unquote successful from a dollar standpoint, unless you have true meaning and purpose behind it. And so that's something that I always think about, and just really came to mind today with the situation that's going on. And so I would just encourage you, as we dive into this, make sure that you truly know your audience, know who they are, know what their struggles are, know what they really need right now. And that's what's going to allow you to be really effective as we talk through three of these really important things. But in my experience, there's no replacement for having those one-on-one conversations, replying to the emails that you get on your email list, engaging purposefully with intention, with just a heart of service on your social media networks, and in every engagement that you get to be a part of. Really show up and do everything you can to truly understand the audience that you serve. And that's what's going to allow you to be effective in helping them grow and improve their lives and make their life better. And also, it's really what's going to make you super effective in creating an offer that's best for them. So knowing your audience is really the foundation, along with having that true meaning and purpose behind everything. So first thing to really pay attention to, as far as importance in your offer, is you want to go into creating your offer with the intention, with the mindset that you want to create positive psychological pressure and leverage on the audience. And so in doing that, you want to start to think about, okay, how can I create high perceived and high real value in this offer? And so when I think about, we'll use an example of something that we're building on and that we offer to coaches right now. We have a process where we can help our clients that are in the coaching space. We can help them identify their perfect coaching client, and then we can help them create a messaging that helps them attract those perfect clients to them. We help them define and create a piece of content that they can use, that they can put out there, that's going to allow them to have something simple to share with new prospects. And we also help them create, which we're kind of talking through this process here, a high leverage, powerful offer that will attract more clients to them so that they can just have a continual stream of their perfect coaching clients. We also help them put in place and give them tools to put in place a really simple prospecting process that will give them a consistent flow of new leads, new opportunities, and new discovery calls so they can just continue to grow their coaching business. And so all of that is, when we do all that up front for our clients, that's between $3,500 and $4,000 of value that we give up front intentionally, because we want to set them up for success. We want to make sure not only is their perceived value, because like our perception becomes our reality. That's why it needs to be perceived value, but real value and clear deliverables that are going to help them. And we also build them a full a client attraction content marketing blueprint that we provide, so they have the whole strategy of how they can on a continual basis bring in new clients. And so as you're looking at the offer that you're creating, how can you stack in a ton of value, a lot of tools, a lot of resources that you already have in hand, that you're already good at, that you're already really exceptional at delivering results with, and show your clients how, if you have these components and these things, I'm going to give you X amount of value, and these are the results you're going to get. And as an example, what I just talked about, like I said, it's about $3,500 in value that we give up front to the coaches that we choose to serve. And we only ask them to invest, a few $100s. It's not a substantial investment, because we just want to begin the relationship. And so they can essentially get nearly $4,000 of value from us. And all they have to do is invest a few $100s. And you want to stack up your value in such a way that people feel like they would be crazy to say no. So think about, how do I create positive psychological pressure that's going to nudge people over the line and want them, and make them want to engage and get all this value and all these results from what we deliver. Obviously, just to be clear, you have to be good at delivering results, and you have to commit to and promise to follow through and deliver on what you're selling. Otherwise, you're just going to create huge problems for yourself. But with the assumption that you're good at what you deliver, you're experienced, you're really a professional in your space, then often our offers are just a matter of positioning things. The offers, success and offer psychology is often just a matter of positioning things in an intentional, strategic way, so that it's clear to your prospect the value that they're going to get. So again, first thing is just to create that positive psychological pressure. The second thing to pay attention to is, whenever possible, if you can compress time, then that's going to be something really easy to deliver and sell. It's a really effective part of the offer. And when you think about that, so I can tell a coach, as an example, to stick with that example, I can tell a coach, you can go figure all this out on your own. It'll only probably take you a year or two. Totally understand. I figured out plenty of things on my own. Or you can have all this up and running in 90 days. So they can choose, okay, I can struggle or figure out or invest time and money other places. It can take a lot of time. Or with the system where I'm going to get a ton of value, it's a small investment, and within 90 days, I'm going to have everything I need to be up and running and be successful. That's an example of compressing time and helping them get time, results a lot faster than if they were to do it on their own. So that's the other thing to think about. And then the third thing to pay attention to, not only in your delivery, but in the messaging and how you present an offer, is to make sure that your prospect can clearly see and understand that their likelihood of success is very high. And essentially you want to make it virtually guaranteed. If you follow this process, if you show up to the calls with us, if you use the tool we give you, it's simple to use, it's easy to implement, and you're going to be able to be successful if you follow this process. We want to be clear about the results that they're going to get, and how easy, or simple, or, just how effortless, ideally as effortless as possible, it is going to be to achieve the results that they want to achieve. Because when we can, in our offer language, in what we're talking about, when we can essentially ensure their success, then it makes their concern, lower when making the investment. I'm in the middle of making a decision about an investment that I need to make for the company right now. And my hesitancy is that I'm not sure about the success of this plan that I'm about to, enter into. It's a different kind of, I'm considering working with a specialist on something for our team, and, that'll impact both the company and me personally. And I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, because I can't see a clear path on my likelihood to success. So I'm going to have more conversations, and I'm going to have to figure out and, verify and validate that this is the right path to take, because I don't have clarity on that. So that's an opportunity for the person that's, presenting me this opportunity, which I feel is probably going to be a good thing to do, but they didn't really clearly explain or show me, how they can ensure my success. Um, they missed that part in the sales process and in the offer. And I see that really frequently. It's even something I've done plenty of times. None of us have perfect offers or do any of this perfectly. But when we can put that component in of saying, if you follow these steps, your likelihood of success is virtually guaranteed because we've done this over and over. Here's the tools, here's the process. When you really communicate that, you're breaking down a lot of objections and you're helping folks, be in a safe place to make a decision to invest their time, which is their biggest resource they're considering. And then secondly, their money. So as we think about offer creation, just to kind of recap and remind you, one, know your audience, really know what the meaning and purpose is behind what you're doing, and make sure that you're intentional about that and just have a deep relationship with your audience. It's going to make everything else easier. Then as you begin to create the offer, go into it with a frame of how can I make this, in a really positive way, have positive psychological leverage in this offer. So it feels to the prospect like, man, I'd be crazy if I don't take advantage of this right now because it's going to help me so much. It's a great opportunity. It's a good investment. I'm going to get good ROI. Second thing is anytime you can compress time and explain how you're compressing time, that's going to be useful. So make sure that you explain, like, you can do this on your own, or here's the process that you can do other options. But with us, we're able to make this delivery very in this short timeline so you can be in good shape. And then the third thing is communicate how you can ensure their success if they follow your process and they use your products, your services, your tools. When you do that, you're going to have your offer in a much stronger position. And so with all that being said, offer creation is often hard to do on your own business and with your own things because you're inside the bottle, as the saying says, and it's hard to see exactly, what's going on. But it is something that we love helping our clients with. So if you need help creating a powerful offer that's going to help you attract more clients on a consistent basis, then go ahead and reach out. You can contact us at businessmarketingengine.com, comment down below, or shoot me a message. I'd be glad to help. And I look forward to seeing you on the show tomorrow.